friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here to do another review of Love After Lockup. Let me just say this. Last week y'all showed up and showed out, honey. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. See, I see what y'all try to do. The Love After Lockuppers is trying to outdo the 90-day fiancés. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Y'all keep on battling, child. But anyway, I appreciate you. I appreciate the watch. I appreciate the view. I appreciate the comment. I appreciate the like. And I appreciate the new subscribers. Welcome to the family. Okay? Now, let's get into this week's review. Child, didn't much happen. Didn't much happen at all, child. But child, let's start off with Heather and Dylan. As we know, the parole officer called Auntie Diane and said where he at. See, he's supposed to check in with me. He didn't check in with me and he ain't here. Now you got 3.5 seconds to get him here. So Auntie Diane calls Heather and Dylan. They on I-95, 79, 82, and the 103, honey, going 95, child. All right, she's going in and out of traffic. She trying to hurt Dylan. She is flying in that car, cussing, fussing. So they finally get there. And the parole officer, he was a little harsh. He was like, you know the rules. Where's the cell phone? Where's this? Where's your license? Where's your ID? Blah, 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 blah. I mean, he was going off. But anyway, it all worked out. All right. The parole officer gave him a slap on the wrist and was like, it's all good. And so now Dylan knows that he needs to check in first thing when he steps out of prison. So they go inside Auntie Diane's house. Child, I see right now, Auntie Diane, I hope you got 2 oxygen tanks. Because, honey, that one ain't going to cut it, child. Ooh, Lord. So Heather said, listen, my nerves are shot. I haven't spent any time with my boo. The time I've spent with him, we've been fussing and cussing with each other. I'm about to get my back cracked. And Auntie Diane just gonna have to listen, child. She's just gonna have to be up in that kitchen, you know, cooking, and she's just got to hear me cooking, child. See, she's gonna be in there cooking. She's gonna think that it's gonna be the grease that snap, crackle, and popping. That's gonna be my back. That's gonna be my knees. So Heather and Dylan was up in her room doing grown folk thing, child. Hallelujah. Let's move on, child. Let's get Lindsey and Stiff Upper Lip out the way. Now, as we know, Scott was being nosy around Lindsey's things and come across this note, letter, journal, whatever you want to call it, that she says was taken from a book when she was in prison. Okay. So she wrote it all down. Okay. So Scott, Stiff Upper Lip, he was like, nah, you know, I find this very hard to believe. 1, that you read. 2, you can write. 3, that you wrote this whole excerpt from a book. You just memorized all that. I mean, you wrote this whole thing. Where's the book? Stiff Upper Lip said, okay, where's the book? What's the book? Give me a name. Because, see, this whole time, I thought that you only knew Dr. Sue Sam I am. Green eggs and ham. See, that's what Stiff Upper Lip thought. But see, he moved from New York, New Jersey, wherever, all the way down to Mississippi to be with Lindsey. He done bought her a house that he can't finish to be with Lindsey. He taking care of Lindsey, daughter, and the mother. Just to be close to Lindsey. He had no idea that he had the mother and connoisseur books. Yes, she is. You better recognize. Now, the excerpt, the quote that she took from said book, it just happened to sound like, you know, y'all's relationship ain't got nothing to do with y'all. It just sounds like it. She was just reading one of those prison novels that sound like y'all's relationship. That's all. Ease up, stiff upper lip. That's all, Lindsey. Lindsey said it ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing at all. And I'm tired. I'm tired of you going through my stuff. I'm tired of you being nosy. It feels like I'm still locked up. The correctional officers went through my stuff and now my man? I'm calling the halfway house. I'm getting up out of here. So she calls the halfway house so she can get transferred from Stiff Upper Lip's house, which is supposed to be her house, to her mama's. So her mama was like, hello, honey, you know in the back of her mama's mind, you know in the back of her mama's head, her mama's like, no, you ain't coming back over here. You are not coming back up. No, I really don't. I love you, but I really don't want you back over here. But Mom ain't got to worry because the halfway house said not so fast. See, everything closed. Okay? And the people you need to talk to won't be back for a couple of days, so suck it up, buck up. So Lindsey's like, doggone it! I gotta stay here another. I mean, we not boots and everything, but he is invading my privacy. So of course, Stiff Upper Lip, he's trying to explain himself. Okay, he's trying to explain why he was going through her stuff. He just don't understand what's going on with Lindsey. She is ungrateful. She is selfish. Since she has been here, she has been nothing but a complainer. Lindsey says that, listen here, you're not putting everything on me. You told me that when I got out of prison, this house will be done. That's what you told me. You told me that my daughter would have somewhere to lay her head. That's what you told me. I come up in here and this house look like a mess. Nothing's done. Nothing's finished. It's nasty. It's trashed. My daughter's room is a big junk pile. You said it would be finished. See, I will ease up if you get my daughter's room done. See, I haven't been away from my daughter, you know, before I went to prison. See, when I went to prison, I was away from her. But see, I never was away from my daughter, and now I'm out of prison. I got this big, huge, bulky, raggedy ankle monitor, and I'm away from my daughter. Can't my daughter just stay here? But she can't. Because she has nowhere to lay her head. A little bit dramatic, Lindsey. Get an air mattress. That girl will be fine. That girl will be fine. What's wrong with you? So, of course, Scott, he heed and he howled. And he was talking about getting the daughter's room together. Child, listen, bottom line is, he don't have the money. I have a feeling Scott don't have the money to do those extra rooms. Scott done ran out of money, child. Y'all think he gonna use what's going on, the Rona, as an excuse? Y'all think? What you think? Scott said he loved Lindsey, and I'm tired of talking about Lindsey and Stiff Upper Lip, child. Y'all leave it down below. Let's move on. Large, short, and sweet, under 30 seconds, Sean and Destiny. Now, as we know, Destiny, she needed to blow off some steam, child. Sean getting on her nerves, so her and her sister went to the casino for a night of gambling and drinking on Sean's card. Now, the next day, she's supposed to be in court. If she don't show up for court, Sean is out of $50,000. So, of course, he's at court. Well, he's outside in the parking lot of the courthouse waiting for Lindsey. Okay. She's supposed to be there at 8:30, I do believe, and he's pacing, and he's talking to himself. He's sweating like a whore in church, and he is saying, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everything that people has been telling me is correct. Maybe she's a liar. But see, I don't want to believe that. I want to believe the woman that I fell in love with. I want to believe the woman that I'm going to propose to. See, when all this is over, okay, the court date, you know, I keep my little $50,000. I'm still going to propose to her, even though she punched me right dead in my face. Even though she don't want me to have a relationship with the mother of my 6 children. Even though she has yet to meet my children. Even though she has yet to meet the mother of my children. I'm still going to propose. I'm telling you, Sean is a whole dummy. Sean is a dummy, and everything that comes his way, I'm not going to feel bad about it, y'all. I'm not going to feel bad about Sean. How many red flags do you need? How many red flags do you need? How many? How many? She's just throwing them at your face at this point. But oh no, you still want to propose her. And side note, somebody in my comments last week said that she got 3 children. Word on the curb is that Destiny got 3 kids. Where your kids at? Where your kids? Is that why you trying to keep Sean away from his children and his baby mother? See, you would think that a mother would be sympathetic. She got 3 kids, y'all. Did we know she had 3 kids? Or did I block that out? She got all these tattoos of women all over her body. Does she have the tattoo of her children all over her body? Destiny is garbage. Period. Period. So anyway, of course, Sean, he's worried. Fool. So who shows up? Destiny, her mom, and her sister. Here's Sean. Oh my God. You made it. Oh my God. I was so worried. Oh. So Destiny said, listen, okay, I'm going to show up for court. I'm nervous about court because every time I go to court, I don't come out. I stay in jail. Now, either the judge is going to throw this out or I'm going to jail. And we see them all walking into the courtroom and we don't see either of them again. Good. I can't do Sean and Destiny, child. I mean, oh man. What do y'all think about that? Have y'all heard that Destiny had 3 children? Did she tell us that? Did I block that out? Child, a whole mess. Where they at? You out here spending all of dumb Sean's money. Get a job. Find out where your kids at. Ooh, child. Maybe we'll find out. Let's move on. Let's talk about Maurice and Jessica, child. Maurice and Jessica is on their way to visit Jessica's parents' house. All right, Maurice said that he worried because Papa Jessica, you know, he don't really care for Maurice. All right. So they get there, and Jessica, her mom's going shopping. Now, they don't know that Jessica's pregnant. They try to keep it on the down low until it can be confirmed. So Papa Jessica is like, listen, you need a job. Okay, you got things situated in California, you here in Vegas, you need a job. Now, Papa Jessica is going to try to hook you up with some welding. And did y'all hear Maurice? Maurice was like, you know, when I was locked up, I told myself that when I got out, that I was going to do some welding. Maurice, Maurice? Is that what you told yourself? Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's good to have goals, child. So, Papa Jessica took Maurice to his garage and to do some little welding, okay? So, Maurice, he was doing pretty well. Papa Jessica was teaching him and talking him through, the ways of welding, not to get burnt, not to set the house on fire. He was just, giving him step by step by step. And what is that in Maurice's head? What is that, is that a mark? And what is that, y'all? Is that a number 6? What is that? Is that just decorative? I mean, what is that? Is that a 9? I don't understand. Y'all tell me what that little thing, that little decorative thing he got cut in his head, child. What did you do, Maurice? Go to the barber shop and say, I need a number 9. What is that? Okay. So, Papa Jessica is just telling Maurice, you need to step up, child. Enough of these fun and games. It's time for you to step up. Now, see, you with my daughter now. Okay? So, you need to step up as a man. So, Maurice was like, well, I might as well go ahead and tell you, child. I'm going to step up. I want to be there for Jessica. I want to be there for my kids. And so Papa Jessica was like, well, pump your brakes. Don't be moving too fast now. We'll talk about kids later. Okay, it's just you and Jessica now. Just worry about you and Jessica. And so Maurice was like, listen, I don't supposed to be telling this. But me and Jessica pregnant. Did y'all see Papa Jessica, child? Honey, he broke out into a hard sweat, honey. A hard sweat. And he done got to cry. Was those tears? What was the tears, y'all? I think he had mixed emotions. I think that he was excited to hear that he's going to have a grandchild, but he wasn't too excited to whom the grandchild is from. Now, see, he all good with the grandbaby, and I'm sure he wished Jessica would have had it with someone else. But, honey, you got to deal with Maurice. And so Maurice was like, listen, I want to give your daughter everything that she deserves. I want to give my baby everything that they deserve. See, I look after my kids. Now, see, I have a daughter. Okay? And see, I haven't really been looking after because I was in prison for 5 years. But see, now that I'm out, I'm about to be Father of the Year. But see, I'm broke. See, me and your daughter got married in prison. But see, we want to have a wedding. And I want to propose to your daughter and do it the right way, not the penitentiary way. So Papa Jessica, he already emotional. He done found out that he's about to be a grandfather. He got tears in his eyes. He's discombobulated. He don't know what to do. Let me tell you what he did, y'all. He went into a little compartment in that garage and pulls out money. 100, 200, 300. Now, friends, pump the brakes. Who carries around or just have thousands of dollars in their garage? Just laying there in a compartment, y'all. Not in a safe, not in an envelope, not in a folder. Just laying there. Jessica's dad, are you crazy? Jessica's dad, what's wrong with you? First of all, Maurice know where the money is, so I hope you moved it. Secondly, you doing all that in front of Maurice. Oh, okay. I'm telling you, boy. Papa Jessica is trustworthy. So he gives Maurice $1,000 to put towards the ring. He said, it's a loan. You gonna pay me back. Oh, okay. Maurice was like, did y'all see Maurice's face, child? Did y'all see Maurice's face? Honey, Maurice didn't know what to do. Maurice got talking about, man, I can go to the casino and flip this. And then he was like, nah, I'm playing. I will say this. I want Maurice to do good. I really do. And if him and Jessica are to be together, then so be it. But I also want him to use the same energy towards his daughter. I want him to use that same energy. Not just towards this new baby, but towards his daughter. So, anyway, honey, Maurice and Jessica are going to get married again, child. So, let's move on. Child, let's talk about Suit City Suit. Child, Chanda got on that bus and Tyrice haven't heard from her since, honey. Haven't heard from her. Okay, it's been 4 months. Now, the daughter told Tyrice she ghosted you, Dad. She don't want you, Dad. Something ain't right. Okay, now Tyrice said that she may be incarcerated. She may be hurt. You know, he was really worried. She hadn't returned the calls, the texts, nothing. Just went mute, Helen Keller. Tyrice, he's in the gym working out his frustration, child. He's building weight. Side note, Tyrice said that he can get any woman he wants. Y'all hear Tyrice say that? Tyrice said it don't matter where he at the laundromat, at the grocery store, at the Kroger, at the bank, at the library, at work, on the side of the road. It don't matter. Tyrice said, I know what I am. Okay? I'm honey. The women are bees. They stick to me. Okay? I'm going to put on this powdered blue Suit City suit with the matching shoes and the socks and the hat and the tie, honey, for $39.99. And I am going to find me someone who will appreciate it. That's what Suit City Suit said. He also said, listen, let me pull out my Dollar General Spritz, child. What y'all think he putting on that? Cool water. That's what he wearing, y'all. Cool water. Shut your mouth. So, guess who wasn't down with the Suit City Suit, honey? Chanda. They got in touch with Chanda. I will say this. Chanda looked good, didn't she? She looked healthy. She looked happy. Chanda said, listen, when I seen Tyrice, Chanda said when I seen Tyrice at that bus station and he had that electric blue Suit City suit, she said, She said, I was a taken back child. She said, that threw me off. She said, I can't do nothing about that, honey. That overwhelmed me, child. Girl, it's okay. See, when someone walks past me in the Suit City suit, Chanda, it's all right. I get scared too. See, all that flammable fabric. See, I'm afraid they may brush up on me because once that Suit City suit brush up on you, you are donezo, okay? Both of y'all gonna be up in flames. You cannot go buy a Suit City suit, child. It is made of flammable stuff. So, Chanda, honey, I hear you, girl. I'm upset by it too, child. Chanda says that when she kissed Tyrice, it was nothing. It was nothing. Okay. So between the blue suit, Tyrice, it was nothing. Nothing was there, and she knew that, child, she ain't gonna see Tyrice again. That was it. All right. And she says that she's doing very well. She says that she's out of the halfway house. She is sober. She got a job. She got a car. She's up in there gardening. Chanda look real good. Good for her. Now, should she have went she wasn't interested. Not at all. But she ghosted him, and, you know, the producers was like, you want to call him? She was like, sure. So she calls Tyrice, and Tyrice was like, listen, I was just worried about you. I thought something had happened to you, you know, and I hadn't heard anything. And so she apologized. She said that it just became overwhelmed with the calls and the texts and all this, a bunch of crap. And she said that she shouldn't have treated him like that and that she was sorry. And then she said those fatal words, honey. She said, maybe we can be friends. Tyrice said, if you don't go somewhere in hell. Tyrice said, I ain't trying to be your friend. I ain't trying to, you know, try to talk to you about no Grey's Anatomy. What's wrong with you? Don't ever talk to me again. He said, I'm out. Boy, Tyrice was mad as hell, boy. Woo, how dare you ask to be his friend, Chanda? Oh, no. So Chanda was like, oh, well, I guess we ain't friends. So the producer said, have you been in contact with any of the other guys? Honey, Chanda, with a smirk on her face, child said, I've moved on. Chanda, it's all right if you wasn't feeling Tyrice. It's okay, girl. Okay? Move on, girl. Be happy. You look fine. You look great. Tyrice said he could get him another woman at the local Piggly Wiggly. Tyrice ain't worried. Child, what y'all think about Chanda and Sioux City? Child, let's move on. Last and least, let's talk about John and Kristianna. As we know, Kristianna is in the halfway house. She has asked John to take in her mother, who's on oxygen. She's not in great health. And her sister, who is on drugs and is in an abusive relationship. So John says that, you know, he's going to go ahead and do it because that's what, you know, his Native American, you know, way would do. Yes, I know that this boy is not Native American, but I know that he practices Native American ways. The Native American life. Now, I don't know nothing about that, but child, honey, if he like it, I love it. So he done took in the mother and the sister. Y'all, first of all, I want to need for John to declutter that house, child. Child, it is stuff everywhere. Bags upon bags of stuff. And did y'all see the Jason Voorhees serial killer Friday the 13th mask up in the living room? I said, now we all have our hobbies and our collectibles, but usually if it's something like that, it's over in another room somewhere. He got it right there in the living room, child. John! So we have the sister and the mom there, and the mom said, listen, we had to get out of that house, okay? Basically, the basement was a drug den, okay? And my daughter was down there just chilling. So, people coming and going, it just wasn't safe. It wasn't good, and you know it wasn't good for her oxygen. Child, a mess. So John is just telling them, you know, what's up, where to go, where to sleep, and all this stuff. And he gets a phone call from Kristianna's halfway house. The man on the other end said, listen, we had to kick Kristianna out. She gone. And so John was like, what happened? He said, listen, I can't tell you that. That is none of your business. But she is no longer here. So John, he gets off the phone, and the mom and the sister was like, what's up? What happened? And John said, honey, Kristianna gone, child. She got kicked out the halfway house. No one budged. No one was like, oh my God, I hope she's okay. Oh my God, honey, that mama said she done relapsed. That was the very first thing her mama said. See, this ain't their first rodeo with Kristianna, okay? See, they told John, you knew to it, we true to it. pounds. She's somewhere getting high. She goes MIA. We already know. And so John said, I find that very hard to believe. I find that very hard to believe that she would do that. She ain't doing that. See, John, when you was out there going around leaving stashes of money, what do you think she was going to do with it? Just like that man said. You can't be leaving money out, no loose money like that for no a recovering addict. Especially someone fresh out of prison who's living in a halfway house full of drugs. Did they not tell you that in your Native American teachings? Child, get on out of here. So, of course, John is heeing and hawing, and he don't want to believe it. And so he says, listen, well, I don't care about that. I'm going down there, and I'm going to get my wife. I'm going to bust up in some of these drug houses. And so they said, are you crazy? You can't be going up in there, kicking in doors. They will hurt you. They will put a GUE and a da-da-da-da-da in your face. You can't be doing that. What is wrong? Okay? You will get hurt. She can get hurt. You just look, leave well enough alone. Don't be going down there. And then here comes John. John comes talking about, you going with me. Talking about the sister who's an addict herself. She said, I can't go with you. If we go there and we find her in one of those drug houses, honey, I might just stay. I might just stay and hang with my sister. I can't be going with you. And so he says, I don't care. That's my wife, and I'm going to go find her. And they was like, well, we're trying to tell you, it's not a good idea, honey. It is not a good idea. So John, he gets into his truck, child, his wedding truck, and he going to find his woman, Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die. He don't care. So Kristianna calls him. You know, it wasn't that dramatic. Kristianna calls him, tells him where she's at. He goes, he gets her, and honey, listen. I like the way John handled it. John was very sweet. He was very caring. He was very loving. He wasn't screaming. He wasn't yelling. He said, ain't no need in getting mad. That's my wife. We all been down this road. See, John knows what it's like, okay? So he says that he will try and take care of his woman. Kristianna says, listen, I was around the drugs. I was around the people I used to get high with. And that's a trigger. It triggered me. And she relapsed. She looked real sad, didn't she? She looked so hurt. And she told him, she was like, I am so sorry. So he was understandable. She looked so just beat down and tired and hurt. But he said, we're going to work it out as a couple. Okay? I'm going to take her back to my house. Yes, there is a warrant for her arrest. But we'll work it out. Okay? I just want to get her home. So now there's a warrant for Kristianna. There is a chance that she will go back to prison. And they haven't even had boom boom yet. That's it, y'all. What y'all think about the episode? Leave it down below. And y'all know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends. Bye.